I've cut some bits of tissue. You can use acetate, clear sweetie papers, tissue paper, even crepe paper, and also the 90 GSM paper that you use for your printer. That's thin enough, so you want some paper that's going to allow the light to shine through from your battery operated tea light. So all you need to do is just put a very, very thin layer of glue around the edge. You won't need a lot. So I'm not putting it right up to the edge. I don't want the glue to go over the edge, so I'm just going around here, just a little thin layer. The tissue that I've cut out, measurement is 5 by 6 centimetres, and that gives me excess around the edge. So that gives me plenty to play with. I'm just going to smooth that out because I want this to lay as flat as possible. See how there's a little crease there, so I'm just going like that so that I get it to lay as smooth as possible. If I'd have put glue in the crisscross frame, it would have shown through. So I've done that with the first one, and then I'm going to do that the same with all the larger windows. So I'm just going to repeat that here and there. Add your witch, spider's web and ghost with sellotape to the inside. And what I've done with the chimney and the little attic window is I've used double-sided super sticky red liner tape, and I'll put that on. So you just need to glue the tabs and everything on here, but for this I'll put a little bit of tape on because it makes it so much easier. Okay, so what you do is you take these tabs here and you fold them over like that. So this is the one at the sides here. This is the first one that you do. You just use your nail and you peel it back. I can't actually see it in the holder, so I have to do it like this. So you want to join it together. And make sure that, look, that bottom edge is there, and you just need to touch it and it presses it together. So now we have these 3 bits, and we just take them off and I'll be able to place them on the roof. Using the sticky tape for the roof items is a lot easier. So looking for the front of the house, fold this over here, and you use this sliding angle, and then that's going to be the front. So all I'm going to do is going to place it in about the middle, and I take that edge and I put it right up to the top of the roof, and I just press down. And what I can do, give it a little bit of pressure, put my hand inside and just press where those tabs are. Take that little extra bit of tape off. You find the red liner tape, the backing's kind of static. So just hold that up so you can see that's the little house, and now got a roof. So I'm just going to go, so I mean, look at these wee red bits everywhere. So I'm just going to go and get back battery operated tea light, and I'll be back in a moment. the way these are made is you take the dies, and this is a magnetic shim. You place the windows and the doors in the position that you want, and these lines along here have got a cutting edge to them, and the door has actually got an embossing edge and a cutting edge, so the door will actually open. Now what you do is you lay your card on top, and the dies won't move around because I'm using a magnetic shim today. I'm using my cut and emboss machine. So it's electric, you just press the button, switch it on, and then what will happen is putting the sandwich through, and the pressure from the plates will cut them off. The cracking noise that you hear is the dies actually cutting. And there's going to be a bump at the end of the straight line. Ideally you should put the dies on diagonally, but because this die is the full A4 size, it's kind of impossible to do that. So the machine's okay. Now I can lift it off, and you'll see how it's cut all the edges there. Let me just take that off. If there's any edges that haven't cut, you can literally just bend the card over like that a couple of times, and that will come off. See, it just comes off there. And now let's see what we have. So it's cut out for the window, and the window there as well. And if I bring this close up to the camera, you can see the cut lines, and we'll turn this over. I'll just remove the door. And it's cut all the little pieces out, and the little letterbox there, and it opens up like that. So this is a template here. I've got a window here which also opens up, so you can put haunted ghosts behind the window. You put acetate or Quality Street papers behind there, give you some colour, and then you can put little ghosts and stuff. And let's see, I'll take you along here. We have these bits here bend over to create the roof, and then we have a flap there, and more flaps to create the roof. And then at the bottom we also have flaps to make this into a hollow bottomless box, so you can put your battery operated tea lights in. Now I'm going to continue cutting the rest of the windows for this.